Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Rope Breaks with Jacob King. I am your host, Jacob King. On this week's episode, we're going to take a look at New Texas Pro Wrestling presents Astroworld, an event that I was really looking forward to, not only because I was ring announcing that night, but because it was my first chance to see New Texas Pro run in my hometown of Houston. On this week's episode, you'll see highlights from that event. If you want to catch the full show, you can check it out on IWTV. And we also have interviews with some amazing talent from the show, including stars that you may have seen on AEW and Impact. Please take the time to follow New Texas Pro on Instagram, Twitter, and on their YouTube page. I cannot give those guys enough credit. Kiefer Bartek and company run an amazing promotion. So without further ado, here is Rope Breaks and our chronicle on Astroworld. All right, so I'm getting ready to head down to Houston Premier Arena to check out New Texas Pro Wrestling presents Astroworld. I'm really excited for tonight's event because, as you know, I was supposed to be at the last one, Evolve, when they were here last month, but some stuff came up and I just couldn't make it. I was super bummed, so I'm really excited to get down there tonight and help out in whatever way I can. I'm also there to spread the word about RWR Reloaded, which is going to be happening at Houston Premier Arena on March 19th. So we're about 20 days away from that. Hoping to spread the word and build some hype. But New Texas Pro Wrestling always puts on a great show. Haven't seen a bunch of those people for a while. Houston is just now coming out of that big freeze. We're all venturing out for the first time. So it'll be good to catch a night of exciting pro wrestling down at Houston Premier Arena. amazing show, I was eager to sit down for some one-on-one interviews. Hey everybody, okay, so I tracked down Billie Starkz, one of the fastest rising independent wrestlers in the United States today. Thanks for sitting down with me, Billie.
Thanks so much for having me.
Yeah, thank you. This is your second appearance here at New Texas Pro. Last time you put on an absolute banger of a match with Rok-C, and today you went up against Rachel Rose. What differences did you note between Rok-C and Rachel working with those two different individuals?
Both of them were very intense. They were very serious about the match. I'm very fun-loving and just here to have a good time. But Rachel was very, very about wanting this belt. About so intensified that she put me over against Rok-C. But I think it's crazy what happened tonight. I think she went to every extent that she needed to win.
I know firsthand exactly what it's like whenever Rachel gets that crazy look in her eye. The last time I was in this building, she kind of lost it and put her foot through my face.
Oh, no.
So I know what it's like to be on the receiving end of a Rachel Rose super kick. So you didn't come up with the title tonight, but what's next on the road for you?
Hopefully to be back and get back a title shot.
So you enjoy coming to Texas?
Oh, I love it here. The drive sucks, that's all I gotta say. It's like a 14-hour car ride for me, so not a very fun one.
How many of those hours are just getting to Houston once you cross the Texas border?
I believe 4.
Yeah, people don't understand how big of a state Texas is until they get here. But we greatly enjoy seeing you here in Texas. Please check Billie out. Find her on Twitter, watch her matches. She is really something to behold. I am an old fogey. I am what I would like to call 2 of her. So the fact that she is so young and so very talented and so very good in the ring, she's only got up to go. So thank you again for sitting down with me.
Thank you so much for having me.
Enjoy that 14-hour ride back.
Let's do it.
Look, I found Rok-C.
Hello, I am here.
Hey, Rok-C.
Hello.
So,
Wait. Do you want to see something really cool?
Yes, I do.
Okay. 1 second. I can
You need scissors? Because I don't have those.
I will do this. Just give me like 30 minutes.
There we go. Oh, there you go.
I got a free shirt, guys.
You got a new shirt.
Yes.
Nice.
Billie Starkz.
Billie Starkz, who I'm hoping to talk to here in a
She
few
is the
minutes.
man.
So, Rok-C here went up against Dani Jordyn tonight at New Texas Pro Wrestling.
I did.
How did that go for you?
It went pretty well. So I kind of exposed her. Dani Jordyn made out with a hot dog. Yeah.
I thought that was just one time.
It was one time, but everybody needed to know. So yeah, she was a little mad, but she'll get over it. She'll get over it.
Well, that's another win you picked up against someone who obviously has made a few appearances on AEW Dark, and on March 19th you're going to be going up against Maddie Lankowski again.
I am.
Who also has been on AEW Dark a lot. So is this your new career path? Just taking down people who have been on AEW Dark?
Basically. You know, I haven't made my way there yet, but I've been meeting a lot of people that have been on there. So I don't know. That might just say something, you know?
Yeah, and to be honest, it's not the first time that someone has done something silly on YouTube and then ended up getting embarrassed. So I think that they'll live with it. So what's next for you here at New Texas Pro? You've been showing up and showing off and so many wonderful things. What's next?
What's next is I am taking that freaking title from Miss Rachel Rose, who decided to mess up my match in the tournament for no reason other than the fact that she's scared. She's scared. So she's trying to find every single way to make sure that I don't get my hands on that title. But she's not going to be able to run away when me and her are in that ring. And I beat her for the title. It's going to happen. it's gonna happen. And
Well,
sorry to say, Rachel Rose, your title reign is not gonna last very, very long.
well, Rachel has a big problem with making, let's call them terrible mistakes. So we'll see how that works out for her in the future. Thanks for sitting down with me, Rok-C.
Of course, thanks for having me.
All right, thank you. Hey everybody, taking time to sit down with the real mean girl, Dani Jordyn.
Hello.
Big fan of your work.
Thank you.
So,
What's going on?
just wanted to ask you, what was your experience like wrestling here in Texas?
It was horrible. I hate Texas so much. I got here, I thought there was going to be snow. There was absolutely no snow. So I don't know. I mean, I guess, global warming and stuff happened. Kind of looking forward to that. I got bummed out. Then I got here and it was all wet and sticky and everybody was not wearing masks.
So you went up against Rok-C this evening.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on Rok-C as an opponent?
I'm going to be honest. She's actually very good. She's talented. Took me a little bit to get used to her in the ring. But I figured it out about midway that I just had to beat her ass and just try to win by cheating and stuff like that. So whatever gets the job done, that's what I'm going to do. Whatever I need to do.
Well, everyone here seemed to really enjoy seeing you, despite the fact that you were mean to just about everybody in the audience, myself, the management here at New Texas Pro, everybody.
Thank you.
How's that working out for you? The whole antithesis of nice thing.
It's going pretty well, I'd say. I think I'm doing okay for myself.
Yeah.
It's paying the bills. It's getting the job done. It's making sure that gross people don't talk to me as often. So that's awesome too. Not just because of COVID, but just because I'm a bitch. So they don't really want to talk to me, which I don't mind. I don't like talking to them anyway. So it's going pretty well, I'd say.
Okay, so all things considered, are you going to make a return trip to Texas anytime soon, or what's next on the plate for Dani Jordyn?
I will for the money, not for the fans or anything like that. Maybe if I get a good opponent this time that's over the age of 15, I will come back again. I don't know how soon though. That's up in the air right now. I'm not opposed, but it's also not my first on the list. You know what I mean?
What is first on your list?
I'm not really sure.
Just keeping things open.
I'm kind of going with the flow. I'm hoping to, hopefully be a contracted wrestler within the next year or so. That's my ultimate goal. But for now, I'm going with the flow. Just know that Texas is not number one.
What is number one?
Never number one. Me. I'm number one. Always.
Well, there you have it. Thank you again, Dani, for sitting down for this interview. Hopefully next time around I can do something to not end up in your burn book.
Probably not.
Yeah, it's hopeless.
What's your name again?
Jacob.
I don't.
She lives up to her reputation, folks. All right, Chris Bay, everybody. Sitting down with Impact Star and Master Finesser.
You got to know it.
Like, I didn't even know what that meant until tonight. I really didn't.
It's ultimate finesser.
Exactly.
Master of everything. Yeah, that's me, baby. Honey Bun Chris.
Honey Bun Chris. So tonight you originally were supposed to have a one-on-one match.
Yeah.
You made the statement that you were injured and unable to compete, and then inserted yourself into that triple threat main event.
Yeah.
So what statement would you like to make regarding your actions here today?
Well, regarding my actual injury, medically I am not cleared to compete right now. So that's an honest statement. Am I cleared to hit Gino across the back with a crutch? You're damn right I am. And why would I do this? Why would I come here just to do that? It's simple. Like I said before, Gino, to me, is the best wrestler in Texas. But me, I'm the best in the world. B-E-Y-S-T. I'm the best in the world, okay? So I do what I want when I want. So yeah, I can't compete. So how about we let him think he has a chance at becoming the new Texas Pro Heavyweight Champion? Because he was just 1 second away. But all I ever need is one shot to take everything you've ever worked for away from you, Gino. It's very simple. You cannot compare to me. And I will beat you when I want to. Today, I wanted to, but I can't. But then I wanted to put you on an emotional roller coaster. I wanted to make you think that you was about to get a little bit more clout. And just like that, I took it away. Right after I gave you 5 seconds of fame before I laid you on the mat down here. And now you're gonna wait. You're gonna wait till I'm good and ready. You're gonna wait till I'm healed to learn your lesson in the art of finesse, courtesy of the ultimate finesser, courtesy of dashing Chris Bay. Honey Bun Bay.
Strong words from a truly strong competitor. All right, time for another dimly lit in-vehicle show wrap-up. Just left New Texas Pro. It was an amazing night. Got to network with a lot of really amazing people. I'm a little disappointed that Rachel fled the building before I could get a interview with her regarding her title win tonight, but I'm sure that I will catch up with her again on March 19th at RWR Reloaded, where, spoiler alert, she is going to be taking on none other than Kiefer Bartek in the main event, as that open challenge has now been answered. Thank you everybody for watching. Please continue to support New Texas Pro Wrestling. They are one of those promotions that I cannot endorse highly enough. So yeah, that was New Texas Pro Wrestling presents Astroworld. It really was one hell of a show. If you haven't checked out the replay on IWTV, I highly encourage you to do so. You will not be disappointed. A big thank you to Kiefer Bartek and company for having me at the show. I had a blast. An even bigger shout out to everyone who agreed to appear on camera with me for those interviews. So a big thank you to Billie, Starkz, Dani, Jordyn, Rok-C, and of course Chris Bay. And now it's shameless self-promotion time. We are just a few short weeks away from RWR Reloaded. That is Renegade Wrestling Revolution, my home company, the company that I am the general manager for. And this is the first show that I have helped put together, that I've helped book, that I have helped do the promotion and the groundwork on. And if you are in the Houston area on March 19th, and you can make it to Houston Premier Arena, please try to do so. We have an amazing card, highlighted by a main event featuring Rachel Rose taking on Kiefer Bartek in a no disqualification match for the Vixens title. I cannot wait to see what we pull off that night. I'm excited, I'm nervous, and I cannot wait for all of you to see it. I guess I will see you there. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe so that we can continue doing these videos. And I will see you next time with exclusive behind-the-scenes content from RWR Reloaded. Thank you so much, everybody.